POD, Peace on Demand, and you're watching The Social Stars.
I'm Laura.
I'm Sophie.
I'm Kate.
And I'm Teresa.
And we're Corrymeela for the Peace on Demand project.
The Peace on Demand project is where two communities come together to build friendships and make podcasts.
We've been studying stereotypes, workshops, playing games and meeting new people.
I really enjoy meeting new people and making new friends.
And today we're talking about phones. Are they good or bad?
So our first point is Apple or Android. And Apple is usually said to be more wealthy people have it, even though they're the exact same price.
Yeah, I agree, because Android phones and Apple, basically like they're the same function and they're the same price, but if you see someone walking down the street with an Apple, you'd automatically think they're more wealthy than someone with an
There
Android.
is a difference between Apple and Android phones. Like, Apple phones would have a lot of their own apps that Androids can't reach, like FaceTime. I could only FaceTime someone on my iPhone that has another iPhone. I could never FaceTime someone on the app with my iPhone to someone who has an Android phone.
And like, Apple is also said to be really trendy. And if you have an Android, you wouldn't be considered cool.
And like businesses nowadays like only give out like Apple phones like sort of. And like you see like business people like all the time like on their phones and like in the car on their phone, emails and everything.
Yeah. And on the topic of business people are never off their phones. All you see is them in the car, on the streets, on their phones.
Just checking their emails all the time.
Even in the car, it's so dangerous because they're just staring at their phones. Or at dinner, there's always one of the parents, if they're a businessman or woman, they'd always be looking at their phone, never spend time with their family.
Yeah, no, they'll always be saying to the children, get off your phone, even though they're just as bad.
Yeah, adults are just as bad. And it's like when your parents would take your phone off you, maybe because you've been rude or something, and then you're standing there and your parents are on their phones, or you're told you're on your phone too much and your parents are nearly on their phone as much as you or more.
You know, on average, people check their phone every 2 minutes just to see if they've got a notification. Like, not even to go on them, they just flip them over off the table and just check them.
And like people like sleep beside them and like are too scared to have them too far away from them.
Yeah, when people are sleeping, the blue light on the phone that can ruin your eyes.
Yeah, like most teenagers don't even get a good night's sleep because they're always on their phones and don't really concentrate in school because they're too tired.
Whenever you have your phone by your bed though, it is quite handy because nobody really uses alarm clocks anymore. They're always using the alarm on their phone.
Having your phone beside you before you go to sleep, the first thing you do is look at your phone and like check your notifications.
Yeah, and I know from experience like that does keep you late in the morning sometimes.
Yeah.
When you're going through all your messages.
But like also having your phone beside you, I think it's like reassurance.
Yeah, like if there's an emergency, you could just
Yeah,
lift up
just
your
lift up
phone
your
and
phone,
phone
yeah.
someone. Yeah.
There's always someone there to contact. But also grandparents and maybe more older generation parents too, they're all getting phones and it's very new for them.
Yeah, like I would always have to teach Granny how to take like a photo. It's like just a can't take one.
It's like a 2-year-old could use a phone better than a 70-year-old, but like the 2-year-olds have grown up with the phones in their life. 70-year-olds, however, didn't have it like throughout their life.
Yeah, like my wee cousin, he's 3 or 4, and I know that we was at my house one weekend for a birthday, and my uncle gave him his phone just to keep him occupied, and he was straight onto YouTube and straight onto Peppa Pig. He knew exactly what to do, and he's so young.
Yeah, and like kids are getting phones at younger ages. Like most kids have a phone at the age of 9. They're getting the age restricted apps like Snapchat and Instagram.
Yeah, and they could even take themselves onto a site that they shouldn't be on or something
Yeah, legal
illegal.
sites.
Yeah, it is very dangerous, especially for them being so young.
And like on the topic of age restrictions, like Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, they all have them. Like most kids would have it 12, 13,
Yeah.
but these kids are having it from some of them from the age of 5.
Yeah, like primary school and all like.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get catfished as well and
Yeah.
You
manipulated.
talk to dangerous people you don't know.
Yeah.
It's when random people add you in Snapchat and you don't know who they are, and they're all like, "God, do you want to meet up?" And it's exactly who you didn't expect it to be, and it's just such a
Yeah.
shock. Social media is so dangerous that way.
A lot of people would like be easier to talk to on Snapchat, but you wouldn't even look at them in school and
Yeah.
stuff, and like you wouldn't speak to them.
Yeah.
But sometimes it can be the opposite. They're not chatty on Snapchat, but you'll have such a good conversation
Yeah.
with them in real life.
Yeah.
But like all also a good thing about phones is that you can literally look up anything to give you the answer straight away.
And you can contact people like halfway across the world, text
Yeah.
anyone.
Like
Yeah.
back when my dad was younger, he said he used to use the encyclopedia. Now we literally open up our phones, go into Google, and the answer's right there.
In a matter of seconds.
I know.
And dictionaries are not even used anymore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Google has everything.
They just like Google has their own dictionary now. Just the thing that phones can do is just
And translators and everything
Yeah,
for language
exactly.
subjects. Like you just don't need any books anymore. And even like reading, like it's all on your phone now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have all them
Kindles
like
and all.
audio
Yeah,
stuff.
all
Yeah.
the books.
And like you can even watch TV on your phone. Like you don't even need to get off.
screen time would be a big thing. Like
Mm.
a lot of people's screen time could be nearly 12 hours.
Yeah.
Like I know mine's 4 hours on average.
Mine's 7 hours.
Mine's like 3 hours.
6.
Like
Yeah.
school and everything like puts it all down, but like on the
Yeah.
weekend it's so
Yeah.
Or
hard.
summer
There
holidays.
is people in school though when they do just sit on their phones during classes. They're really
Yeah.
straight about it and they're just sitting on their phones under the
Yeah.
tables.
Yeah. And like even at lunch, people don't even talk anymore. You're just on your phone.
It's such a difference going from primary school to high school
Mhm.
because you wouldn't even have had your phone in primary school and you're going straight to secondary school and not very many people go outside. Everyone's just sitting in the bathrooms or the changing rooms on their phones so they can't get caught.
Yeah, because primary school, like kids would have been out playing football,
Yeah.
and now they're literally inside, sitting on benches around school, sitting on their phones.
Tablets and everything, all the
Yeah,
And like teenagers aren't even getting out anymore because they're
Mhm.
always on their phone.
they just lie in bed sitting on their phones
Yeah.
and like.
And then we kids, like if mum or dad's making the dinner, they would just be generally just handed a tablet or a phone to keep them
And
occupied.
they know how to work them.
They know exactly how to work them because they're growing up in such a generation that everyone has some sort of gadget, and if you don't, well, you'd be classified as uncool or not
Yeah.
normal.
Like, I know someone in my class that got a phone like last year, and everyone thought he was so weird because he didn't have a phone,
Mm-hmm.
and like he doesn't have Snapchat, and everyone just thinks that's not cool because his phone doesn't have the app on it. It's
That's
just a
when
joke.
it's like people are getting phones like every year. It's like
Mhm.
so silly because one comes out like every 3 months or something.
They're literally the same model,
Yeah.
like the same phone, only
The
a
prices are
different
just
name.
increased so much.
Yeah, like the phones are up to like thousands of pounds now,
Yeah, exactly.
and like you can get an older generation that works just the same for like
Mhm.
250
Mhm.
as the one for 1,250.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's all the new iPhone 11s coming, and everyone's just getting them, and then
Yeah.
people that maybe aren't so keen on wasting money on getting brand new phones are just left behind, and then they're also like classified as
Yeah,
not
but
really
it's
learning
like-
the car because they don't have the latest phone.
Yeah, in like 5 years there's gonna be like so many new phones and all, and then
Mhm.
someone could be still have like the iPhone 7 and they'll be like judged for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like really comes with like a judgy thing as like a teenager, especially like
yeah.
say you had the iPhone 5, someone would come up to you and be like, "What are you doing? Why do you have
Yeah.
that?" But like it works just the same. I think there actually could be better phones than now.
They are literally only going up in little tiny bits, like they'll be
Like a
developing a
camera.
camera a tiny bit and then releasing a whole new phone, even though it's the exact same, but their camera's a tiny bit better, and then they're increasing the price by £100-200.
Just
Oh.
because they're like advertising it more and being like, "Oh,
Mhm.
it's all this new stuff," but
Even
it's
if
not.
It's really not.
Yeah.
Mm.
But you know, phones are good most of the time. But like, there are people that would not leave the house without the phone in their back pocket,
I know, I don't
Yeah.
Like,
I
I
don't
would
like
like so
those,
much
I
of
don't
them.
either.
and then they'll like rush to the charger as soon as your phone's about to
Yeah.
die. Rush to the charger. Like phones basically take over people's entire lives.
It's
Some-
sort of it's like their lives are on their phone though, like photos
Yeah.
and people and everything.
Memories, dates, and calendars, everything.
So we've run out of time, but I've had
Yeah.
a great conversation.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for listening.
Like and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.